of Apocalypse Pie. Of course, I got my friends here. We're gonna play some game and see what mischief we can get into this time. Um, yeah, we're just yes. It's way too long. It's been what? Almost. It's been over a month. Um, yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Zeke and Kai. Iris. Oh no. Yay. I'm glad that you won the game. He. Hey, Phantom. Hmm. Ah, no lick. No lick. Ah, da, 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 da. Ah, ah, ah. Right? Yes. Ah, fine, Phantom. I am a cute bottom. Okay? I am a cute bottom. Yeah. No excuses. No excuses. I'm sorry. No excuses. I'm joking. Joking. Don't take it out on me. Please. No, no, no. Ah, ah. I need to get that working. I need to get my throw system working. Ah. Yeah. Oh, good question.
Smell you.
Gang Wars.
You what? What was that, Yasha?
I'm sorry. In my mind, I was just envisioning just Morgan Freeman kind of out of nowhere saying, "I can smell you."
Oh man, that brings back memories of CNNers. Yes. Anyway, a
Anywho,
gang war started in your bar. Dragonista shot the guy who pulled the gun in the head, painted the wall with the brains, and we all meet up here at the bar. Basically, probably only a few hours later, because I was going to say a few days, but looking at our notes, I see that right now Petty, that fluffy bean in Snow's clinic, has about 3 days before he loses all motor function, his heart stops, and he dies.
Yeah.
So if you want to save him, you need to figure out how to get into the Lich Lord's tower without too many delays.
Right.
You gotta save the
Na-
fluffy.
Yes.
oh,
Now,
yeah.
Vulgar.
That fluffy
Sorry,
was
Fulgur, not Vulgar.
Man, that was
You had
vulgar.
gone into a trance. Basically, you got possessed by a ghost, and the ghost told you, "Hey, yeah, you can probably figure out something to help." Actually, let me take a few steps back. You know that there are very few people who can actually bridge the gap between the chiefs and the corpse. The only person you can think of offhand is your old friend Sierra Seabreeze. Now, you know she's gone missing. You don't know where she is. So you basically tried to kill yourself in a sauna, is what happened. You sat in there, let it all sweat out until you basically dissociated from your body enough that a ghost possessed it, and said, heat, underground, pressure. And you said, oh shit, she's with the elementals. So, we have 2 directions to go. We have the Lich Lord's Tower. We have a bunch of elementals that have Sierra Seabreeze, so you can fix the gang war situation right now. Who's doing what? Who's going where?
Um,
Do we all know
Well,
what's going on in both situations?
Well, that depends. Have you told each other? It's like I will just quickly remind each other. This is not a D&D party situation. You are not one big group that all go everywhere together. You are people with individual lives and individual priorities. So what you share is up to you. Like I don't see a reason why y'all would keep this from each other, especially since Iris and Gazelle, you're walking into the bar and like, oh wow, there is a scorched hole in the wall, surrounded by, and you got several bodies on the ground. You saw what's the name? You saw Keeler, Colonel, and 4 of the Corvids basically running away from the bar. So it's like you can put 1 and 1 together. Maybe you get 3, but it's like some shit went down here.
Oh yeah.
oh, definitely. Well, I paid pretty much Dragonista and Fluffy to follow me and help me locate Sierra Seabreeze, who is with the elementals.
Oh,
The only
that's right.
place the elementals are
We
is
got
literally
paid.
right down the street,
Okay,
underground.
Mm-hmm.
so let me just quickly write that down.
I'm trying to remember where I landed with health and stuff, if I needed to heal, and I don't think I did.
No, you didn't need to heal. Last time I checked, you had armor, and you took almost no damage.
Yeah,
I was doing.
I'm just like, do we need to prepare anything before we go into this?
That actually wasn't the question I was going to ask. Let me just quickly write this down. That way I'm not falling behind. I will give you... Yeah. So,
How far
Folger.
away is this place?
Dragonista and Fluffy are all taking on the elementals.
I also need some time for this. Like a short rest.
Iris
I did get
and-
shot.
Oh yeah, you did get shot.
You did get shot.
Did
so
you get better?
Damn, imagine getting shot.
well, it's only been a few hours, so you're probably still nursing that wound. Would you
Yes.
like to get better? It's like that.
Yes.
I guess the question I want to ask all of you is that you're both going into a
Mama
pretty
Luna, thank you
dangerous
very much for the
situation.
raid.
Or rather, you're all going
Shadowy,
into danger.
hello, thank
know,
you for
some-
the follow.
Some of you more so than others.
Oh,
The
Linda, how
Literal
was
Sour
your
is
stream? What'd you
insanely
do?
dangerous. I would just say that outright. You know, that is. It's full of magical goop. It's you're basically going into a nuclear waste dump. So
Yay,
I'll
good.
ask you this:
What'd you do?
what kind of preparations are you going to make to the group as a whole?
By the way, my name is Raven. Let me introduce myself while I'm
I
waiting.
walk into the bar.
I'm doing wonderful, thank you. I'm doing
I saw
wonderful.
a start.
That's because I was just outside of the bar, so I didn't really do much.
Yes, you
oh,
are-
you're playing some Lethal
You,
Company.
you're all
Awesome.
inside the bar. You all,
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Let's play that out. What do you say to each other, seeing this giant mess that's been
Well,
in the bar?
congratulations. That's a
Like you've
good
got chunks of plastic
milestone.
taken out of the ceiling, where Fluffy's gun went wild, just through the ceiling. You got a hole in the wall. You got blood on the floor. You got a couple dead bodies.
And I
What do
just
you
feel
do?
like I just getting cheated out by my boss.
You got insurance for this, right?
They started it.
Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Raven. I'm just a cute little
Looks like
bean.
it
and
was
mommy
a little
here.
party.
This
in here.
damage is covered that
Of course,
you were
of course.
under your
I-
employment contract, correct?
You know, it's the
I
least
don't
I
have
could
to
do.
fix this, I hope.
But anyways, let
No,
me
no,
introduce
you
myself real
don't
quick
fix
before I
this.
forget. My name is Raven. I'm just a cute little bean on the internet. I like to hang out, have fun with
Okay.
friends. Usually I'm
That's
playing
great. So,
VR chat, but today we're
You
actually
got yourself
playing
in quite a situation
Apocalypse
here.
World.
You need some help
Um,
getting you out of it?
You've already
What
paid
we
him. Rather,
affectionately
he's
call
already paid you. He's already paid.
Oh,
Dragon
for the
Stuff,
next...
so.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Pie. So
We've already agreed to go and help get out of it. But we need to decide if we need to get Yasha some medical care.
That would be probably a good
Ooh,
idea,
yay.
given you're heading into like unseen danger. It's like right now, you know that if you just kind of leave it alone for a few days, it'll heal up eventually. Might be a few days, might be a few weeks, but it's like you've been shot before. I have to say. I mean, you work as an assassin. I can't imagine you haven't been shot before.
I haven't been shot before. Yes.
You good to keep going, or you want to get that hole patched up?
We'll have to
I-
find a
I forgot how-
professional. I only put the holes in.
well,
I
we
don't know
may
how to close them.
we-
once the
we-
holes
we
are
know-
there.
we know of a medic,
Okay.
How far
yeah, a
is
clinic to fix.
the,
Oh, I'm muted.
Yeah.
Ha.
How's the element district? I forgot to ask that earlier.
Well, we
So
know
see,
a
that's
clinic.
kind of a tricky question, because it's like you know that there are elementals hiding out somewhere near there, but you know that they're probably going to be fire and earth elementals. And the thing about those earth elementals is like what they were used for was like a subterranean transport system. So you say that they're here, but that doesn't guarantee they're like in a specific spot. They're kind of hard to track down because they burrow into the ground. They can go anywhere they want to. It's like you have a bar that's in a set location. You would need to find something to draw them out. It's like you would need to say, "Hey, how can I attract them?" It's like maybe you just say maybe just walk into a square and say, "Hey, I want to talk to the elementals."
Yeah.
But it's like, what are you? We will get to that point. I do want to ask. I apologize. I'm getting kind of ahead of myself. First off, Folger, you got shot.
Yes.
Who
got
are
shot.
you going to get healed? Because you don't have an angel in the party. I mean, you could go to Snow, but it's like she's both across the main square full of golems that are going to grab you, try to cross that. She is inside Corvid territory. She is an avian, so she's probably Corvid-laning herself. Is there anybody else you can go to around here that might be able to patch you up, or is it just Snow?
I would say my only options here is to go to just Snow. As
Okay. So we can do that for you. We will we're gonna figure that out. You've got Dragonese and Fluffy backing you up. So as you head out of the winged flame, you can already see that the chiefs are starting to organize. It's like you got plenty of back alleys and streets that are going in between here and now. You know that the main square is basically off limits. It's like if you're sneaky, you can kind of get around the golems that are running there. But if you're not able to dodge them or hide from them, they're going to grab you. They're going to haul you away. It's like you don't know what happens when that happens. Like they're basically still running on autopilot. They're still following the last orders that were given them, and so they're going to try to grab you if you try to cross that square. So you can see that chiefs are already trying. You can see that members of the chieftains are already kind of spreading out, flanking. You're starting to see barricades going up in back alleys. They're fortifying territory in preparation for the gang war to hunt. It's only been a few hours, so it's still only minimal stuff like bits and chunks of tables, wagons that are overturned on their side, a few barrels stacked on top of it, kind of thing like that. A few guys with crossbows and guns standing on top of it. They are battening down the hatches. They are getting ready for war. So
That's not good.
my question to you is, the same thing's probably happening down the southeast with the Corvids.
Yeah.
How are you getting
Hey,
to
Jax.
Snow right now?
I will. Eee.
Dragonista, Fluffy, you're welcome to chime in here.
We should probably stay out of the main area and be sneaky. Do we know how to be sneaky?
It's true.
I'd say we're
It's true.
decent enough.
I'd have a seat to you.
However, wait, where is Snow from our location?
I'm sharing my screen right now.
I
Snow
understand.
is down here
Have a good sleep.
at this intersection into Corvid territory. Basically, if you draw a line down these roads, that's Corvid territory. Up here is the chieftains. Basically, all of the Forge District is the chieftains, and then the Holy Zoo. Basically, this quadrant here. That's mainly run by the militia.
You're adorable, Core.
Oh, lovely. But yes, if we want to get to Snow without too much of a hassle, we're gonna have to take the long way and take some back alleys and get around.
Sounds reasonable.
Yep.
Okay.
Eh.
So you make your way there.
You're gonna
You're
make me blush, Jax.
We'll do
You
the
make your
cloak
way
thing.
there.
We can
Basically what
never
you're
see
doing
you if
there
you have a
is you're
cloak on.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I just jokingly said we'll do the cloak thing. If you put a cloak over your head, nobody can see you.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm being silly.
No, it's a valid suggestion. I will note it's only been a few hours, so the chieftains have had a chance to barricade a little bit. You can see they're kind of pushing it forward. You're coming down the back alleys here, staying outside of this central pavilion, because that's where the golems are. I might probably have to go like up around here, come back through here.
Mama
around
Linda,
here.
thank you very much for the raid. I hope you
By
have
the
a
time
wonderful
you get
day.
there, it's been a few hours. So you're starting to see that the Corvids are starting to fortify on their own on their way as well. You're over here at this intersection, getting ready to get your. I apologize. My mouth does not want to work with me today. I get excited and it does not work.
Oh, I get that. I get that all the time. Usually it's my brain though. I'd have it
Sorry, I'm just
be
looking
you.
up my list of moves here.
That's okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
You get
It's
to
been a
around
month.
this
You can
intersection.
keep using that.
What?
It's been a month. You can keep using that.
You know what? That is a good excuse. Let's always have sessions a month apart from each other. Anyway, you come to this intersection. You can kind of see that this is, it's got you got a printing shop over here. You know where they made a newspaper. I'm not sure what kind of newspapers that actually. That's a good question. You know the Lich Lords were kind of like fascist, like, and when I say kind of fascist, I mean like a whole lot fascist. Like they were a totalitarian dictatorship that predicated on we have strength, we have the army, we have the golems, and y'all are our slaves because congratulations, what are you gonna do about it? So you have like a printing shop here. You can still see that there's like a few loose leaf paper, the headline all about how glory to the Lich Lords, stuff like that. Across the street, you can see a textile mill, and up in the corner there, you see a glint of something. You see there's actually Dragonista. You're probably the first one to spot it because you're the one who's always like head on a swivel, eyes looking out for it. You see up on the top of this mill, there's a glint of a sniper scope. What do you do?
And do I have any cover right now?
I mean, there's
It just came around a corner, right?
We're taking like back alleys at the moment, so we should
Yeah.
be having cover.
You're taking back alleys. You
So-
go around the corner, Dragonista. You say, "Okay, stop." Hold out a hand. You see there's a sniper scope.
Yeah,
up there.
hold out a hand and say sniper and back up a little bit and then point in the general direction.
I'm trying to remember where my clip of stuff ended up. So I know the moves that I can do.
Don't think in terms of moves. You just tell me what you want to do. I'll tell you what to roll. All right? Because right now you have.
I want to
Dragonista, you
take a
got-
defensive stance in front of. Well, I'm tiny. I wanted to try to like block Yasha with my body at this point. You're Dragonista. Is that it? I have to remember names again.
Dragonista,
Yasha's character is
Fulgur.
Dragonista. Fulgur. Yeah,
No,
I wanted to try to block
Yasha's
Fulgur's body with mine, but I'm not entirely sure how that would work as I am small.
How big is Fulgur?
Fulgur's pretty fucking tall, isn't he? He's like what, 6-7 feet tall?
Yeah, he's around 7 feet.
Okay.
So you're about the same size as me.
I scurry
Yeah.
up your front and position myself over your chest area.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Right now, I'm going to say you're basically running out there. You're trying to draw fire. You're basically saying, hey, look at me. I am a big, tough guy in big, tough armor. I am being really obvious, being really noisy. Go ahead and roll plus cool.
And it's a singular d6 again, or two? I'm trying to
2d6
remember.
2d6 plus your cool modifier.
Hey, love high rolls. That's a 12.
Okay, on a 10 plus, choose 2. You can draw your prey into a trap, or you have 3 options. You draw your prey into a trap, your prey doesn't suspect it, or you don't expose yourself to extra risk. Choose 2.
So I either draw them into a trap, they don't expect me, or I only heard 2 options.
Okay, let me look at my screen
Yeah.
here. When you're the bait, roll plus cool. On a 10 plus, choose 2. On a 7-9, choose 1. Options, you can draw your prey all the way into the trap, otherwise they only approach. Option 2, your prey doesn't suspect you, otherwise they're wary and alert. And option 3, you don't expose yourself to extra risk, otherwise any harm your prey inflicts is plus 1.
Don't suspect and don't expose.
Okay. So you can see that the sniper You can see the sniper kind of. You can see the sniper better from now. You can see Gosh, dang it! I'm sorry, it's hard. You can see that they are a big Corvin-looking fellow, big black, black feathers, holding sniper rifle. They've blended themselves in very well. So actually, Dragonista, well done you for noticing that, because it's dark on dark. You can see that you're not exposed, so he's going to come down a bit further into the trap. You can see him kind of leaning down over an edge, kind of. You see him hopping along the rooftops, rifle slung across his back, kind of, tapping along, as crows do. He gets all the way to the edge and he starts pulling the rifle down. He's coming down and drawing a bead on you. What do you do? Right now, you can see that they're much more exposed from this position. They wanted to clear. You can see that they want a clear line of shot to you, so they move their position to get to it.
Appreciate it.
They're a lot closer to you. They're a lot more exposed. They're a lot more open. So, what do you do?
Do you have a good thing to shoot that far?
They're probably medium distance, like maybe a block, half a block away. Pretty close now. Like within pistol range.
Hey, Belle, where?
Well, I could use my silenced assault rifle then.
Okay.
Because Dragonista is more of a brawler. I'm trying to remember how all of our characters work. It's been a month.
I have a handgun, but it doesn't shoot very far. And,
Yeah.
And I have
Yeah,
a
so
sword.
with that, I'm going to go and train an anti-sniper fire on him.
Okay. So,
I
go
can
ahead
cover
and...
Yasha if you want.
So he's looking down the scope at you. He's going to get a chance to get a shot off. You're close enough. You can see his eyes widen in alarm as you pull your assault rifle off your back, trained directly on him. He's going, "Oh shit! He sees me." He pulls the trigger. You pull the trigger. Exchange harm. How much harm does your assault rifle do?
3.
3 harm. Okay, so he's lightly armored.
And it's silenced, too. Which
3 harm, and it's silence. Oh, that's really good, because if it hadn't been silence, you would have been announcing yourself pretty obviously across this entire thing.
Yes. Why do you think I chose the silenced assault rifle that has a range of far instead of the sniper rifle?
Now, before we do this, I am going to announce something to you and let you make a choice. His sniper rifle is not silenced. So, if you do this, people are going to hear it. You can do it if you want, but I want to give you that option, let you know, give you a choice, let you know.
Hey, Belle, where am I in this situation?
Raven, and we've turned the camera away from Iris and Gazelle at this point. We still need to make preparations for the Lich Lord's Tower, unless you've decided you want to go with them, which is an option. But
because we kind of skipped over, didn't they come to the tavern?
Hello.
They did come to the tavern.
At the end of the last thing, and we kind of just blew past that a little bit.
Yeah.
Would we like to retcon and go back there and kind of play out that scene?
I feel like we should.
I mean, we don't have to, because at this point we don't really know them. So, the only benefit would be adding 2 more players to the group. That's up to you, Belle.
No, it's like, I'm a facilitator. If you guys say that's what we would have done, that's what you did. So I will note, that's taking time away from your preparations for the Lich Lord's Tower. So factor that in. Like this is several hours out of your day helping your friends, but like it is going to take time away, and you are on a time limit.
Zachary, well, I think in that case we're going to stick to our preparations for now.
I agree.
Okay.
So they
Sounds
saw
reasonable.
us getting our gear together and rush off, but they decided not to bother with us.
Okay.
What all did you tell each other? It's like in the meantime, like I would like to know that.
Oh, I told them we didn't start it. They started it and pointed at one of the bodies.
Okay.
I just put holes in things. Generally, people.
Okay. Let me put a tab in this for now. I would like to come back to that later on, just to figure out what we know, attitudes and things like that. in the meantime, we have a camera freeze frame, 2 guns pointed at each other. It's like, rather, we could be in a freeze frame, cameras pointed at each other. You have a choice here. You can shoot, take down the sniper.
But he's gonna get a shot off too.
Yeah.
But at this point, there's no way of us
Yeah.
basically not getting shot at. Is that
Ah,
my read on this
Fine.
situation?
I am a cute bottom.
'Cause as much as it goes against my
Ah.
character to go the not shooting route, that sounds better.
Wait a minute. Wait. Did the sniper already spot us? Is the question.
The sniper
It
has
sounded
spotted
like yes.
the sniper has spotted
Okay.
Fluffy, yes. He hasn't spotted Dragonista or Folger yet. So let me give you an
Okay.
option here. Go ahead and roll plus hard. Roll Seize by Force. If you can get, 7 to 10, I'll let you say that, yeah, you get the first shot. You pin him down before he can, rather, it'll give you the option to take definite and undeniable control of the situation. So you'll be able to shoot him down, take care of it. He won't get that shot off.
13.
You'll give him pause. He has to check his pants.
Okay, on a 10 plus, choose 3 out of these options. You can inflict terrible harm, suffer little harm. You're not going to suffer any harm right now because he's not going to get a shot off. You can take definite and undeniable control of it to keep him from getting that shot off, or you can impress, deny, or dismay, or frighten your enemy. You get to pick 3 options.
I mean, if I frighten him and take
Ah!
control, would that mean he doesn't get the shot off?
Hey,
That would mean he doesn't get the
that's
shot off, yeah.
cheating.
But I
Joking.
wouldn't have to shoot in that case, or do I? Or is a part of this I'm shooting? To seize by force. That requires me to inflict harm, exchange harm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take definite control, and I am going to inflict terrible harm.
Okay. So your thing already does 3 harm. Inflict terrible harm bumps it up to +1. You also have another option, so you can choose 3. I'm going to say you take little harm anyway. Or rather, inflict terrible harm, definite non control. You impress, dismay, or frighten your
Oh,
enemy.
frighten. I got to choose 3. Yeah, all 3 of those.
Yeah. All right. So let's. You have a 4 harm silence weapon, close far. So you're able to just drill this guy. Tell me what it looks like. It's like you're gonna riddle this guy with holes full from an assault rifle before he realizes what's going on, before his finger can tighten around the trigger. What does this look like?
3 in the chest, 1 to the head.
3 in the chest, 1 to the head. It's like it's too far away to actually hear something, but you can kind of see. If you were closer, you can kind of imagine him getting a little side of, and then just falling back. His gun clatters.
Even if he's well armored, that's.
I wouldn't have denied it.
Oh yeah, this guy is pretty light armor.
Much.
He's a skirmisher. You can tell him. He's like he just took 3 harm, 3 to the chest, 1 to the head. He is dead. He falls back. His rifle clatters against the ramparts.
Let's
Now-
keep moving.
Yeah, you keep moving. You impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy. And with that, I'm going to rule that since you're past the main edge, you're still gonna try to be sneaky, try to keep things around, but you make your way to Snow's clinic without any more major issues. So, with that done, let's turn our attention back to Iris and
Hi, Bree.
to
How's it going?
Gazelle. So I have a few questions for you. You've
It
just
wasn't
been
me.
told that a gang war has started. They didn't start, obviously. Iris, I have a question for you. You're a bird person.
Mhm.
You have friends in Corvid territory. Where do you fall on this gang war?
I think in this case, I kind of serve my own purpose. I'm not really allied to them. I'm kind of neutral.
Okay. I see a dot here says Raven. No, that needs to get changed to Corvus. That's why I'm changing the name, because I was that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
So I do have a question for you. Iris has her little, not quite hotel, but like little bed and breakfast kind of thing, where it's like she is not even that officially. It's like she has a house with a spare room. Where is that on the map?
Let's see. I have a feeling it's going to be like actually almost close to where you're like where, yeah, almost right there.
Let's quickly get this somewhere with better contrast. There we go. So kind of in this little square here.
Yeah, toward the middle.
Okay. Now I'll note this overlooks the square with the golems. Is there a particular reason you chose that? Like, is that like insurance? Is that danger? Do you like living near there?
I think I live close to there because it's like more center of all the different territories, and therefore, if I need to get information, I can get it fairly easily.
Okay. So you're kind of envisioning yourself as being politically neutral then.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Let me quickly write that down. Actually, let me quickly give you like 5 minutes. I'm going to quickly write down what's happened so far, because I have not been taking very good notes, and I would like to make sure that I have better notes for next time.
Understandable. Hey, yes, all of Ollie's are cute except for me.
Lies. Cute.
Including
Lies.
you. Absolutely including
No,
you.
no, 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 no,
Excuse
no,
me.
no,
There's a
no.
reason why you're a princess hunter puppies.
Ah.
Your pandas, on the other hand, are absolutely ferocious and scary creatures.
You're the cutest of them all.
Nuh-uh. Nope.
Oh, snow.
You pandas do good for business. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can look at this. Look at this. Look
The
at
satisfying theories
There's
typing
a-
off keyboard.
Oh, it'd be even worse. I have an even click your keyboard.
Join as you kerchips and
This rare video broadcast is fantastic. It gets rid of all the keyboard clickies.
Look at this. Look at this.
Sorry, it's a noisy keyboard. I can't help that.
Oh, don't worry, I'm enjoying it.
So, all right. Now, I do like the idea of you being over here in this corner of the city, because with that being politically neutral. You know that the Holy Zoo has been mostly taken over by the militia buddies. They're a very small group, like maybe 20, 30, 40 people, somewhere in that range, which is actually kind of a lot in the post-apocalypse, but it means that even having 4 guys taken away to handle snow is a pretty big chunk of their manpower. Still, they like to say that this is their corner of the city. They defend it rigorously. They are very militant about it. It's like, we are not involved in any of your fucking gang wars. We are the guardians of the Holy Zoo. We will take care of this area. We will feed the city. we are not involved. So, honestly, it makes sense that you're located in that corner.
Yeah.
So, sorry, that was very much a kind of tangent I completely got distracted on. So you are kind of politically neutral. I meant, what are you doing to avoid getting drawn in? I mean, you weren't involved. It's like you're not getting drawn in, but you know that both the chieftains and the corvids are gonna try to draw you in because you're a power player in the city. They want you on side.
Give me one
So,
second.
what?
No, go ahead.
Anyone else catch that? Zachary is going pee. Okay. Okay. Drink break, I guess. Everyone get your hydration while
Yeah.
you got the chance.
We gotta hydrate. Hydrate. And while we're doing that, I'm going to answer. I believe you would get the feathers by. Are you following me currently?
Sorry about that.
And absolutely on the Salmon Crest.
Nice idea.
I'm going to fix this because I don't want Salmon Crest to cost anything. Oh, I just broke it. Yay!
The screen started and
0.
boom.
Meteor Crest. There. There. Ah, okay. You follow me, you get feathers, I believe. But also, I just changed the amount for the feathers to 0. Weird. That's weird. I'll admit I'm slightly lost. Here we are once again.
This time on Dragon Ball Z, no, Ravenpup Channel.
That's interesting. I didn't know that was even a possibility. I'll be honest.
What?
I didn't know that Twitch had a follow limit.
It has a follow limit? Excuse me?
If you're not reading the Twitch chat in the stream, yeah, apparently. I don't know. Makes no sense to me.
Apparently
If I
it's
wanna follow me, follow
apparently it is 2,000 channels. So you can only follow 2,000 channels.
I mean, at least it's a high number.
Oh, I'm getting
Yeah.
like around 1,000.
Questioning
You're around
the
1,000 followed. Wow, that's a lot.
Let you go. Huh. Weird.
All right. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
We're just getting distracted by chat.
Distract by chat.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I am very distracted. I'll be honest. I'm very distracted. You're gonna have to remind me.
I'm
That's okay.
distracted. I'm Yasha.
So,
Ah,
you and Gazelle,
Yeah.
Are we ready to get started again?
Yeah.
All right. So, Iris, you know that you and Gazelle have roughly 3 days to get this fresh antidote to Petty, or Petty dies.
right.
So, let me ask you this. You're about to head into a super dangerous situation. So, are there any kind of rituals you want to make before you do it? Is there any kind of religion you keep to? Or is there just like, I always go and I smoke a last cigarette before I go somewhere? What kind of rituals have developed in the post-apocalypse?
Oh, that's a very good question. I don't know. I would have to look at the Avadli lore, but I'm fairly certain there is a religion. And I would be probably following. I'd probably be using that, or praying to whatever deity that I believe in.
Well, I mean, how to phrase this? You don't have to keep to Avali lore. I mean, Avalis
Ah,
aren't a thing in the setting unless you want to make them things. Like these aren't nitrogen things from planet
Avalon.
Avalon. Thank you. It's like these aren't space birds from Avalon. These are just magical animals. So
true,
you don't
true.
have to keep to that lore.
That's fair. No, I think honestly, I would probably I would have a meal, and then have a really good meal before taking off, because I don't know when I'm going to eat next, if I'm going to eat next, so might as well make it a good one.
Hell yeah!
Hi, Fit Man. Hey.
And hey, you're already at a bar that has a lot of good food.
Yeah.
Gazelle, how about you? Are there any special rituals among the fluffy beans? Yeah, you're muted.
Zachary, you're muted. Please stand by.
Did Zachary die?
Maybe they're still on break. Did we start back up without?
I hope not. I thought I heard Zachary's voice in there.
Huh.
Zachary, come back to us.
It will be the freaky cannibal if not you.
I am here.
There he is.
So
Oh, okay.
before we depart the bar, I just wanted to
Yeesh.
ask this question. And I ask it: were there any humans in the bar fight?
Oh my god.
That's an interesting question. You know that humans are pretty rare nowadays, so the fact that Lith has even 20 of them, actually, yeah, I gotta say there was at least one, because there was one of his followers that was just coughing blood all over the counter.
Yes.
Which you still need to clean up, by the way.
Oh no, I'm sorry you're cold.
Is he familiar, Folger? Is he one of the guys who's been in your bar's cage fight before?
Wait, this is one of the followers, right?
Yeah, one of Lith's followers, who are mostly human plus Iris, was in the bar. So actually, I got a question for you.
Digital, thank you very much for the gifted
How
sub.
do humans feel about humans? Like, are they just like kind of live and let live, or?
Hey, if they bring good entertainment, we'll gladly let them in.
Okay.
We're not really much on bias. Like if you're able to pay and able to entertain, you're allowed in.
Oh.
Okay. How do you personally feel about that, Folger?
Is
Like,
how
you're pre-warned too. You know what
is
the
your
wizards were
Easter
like. You know
Sunday?
what humans were like.
My
How
Easter
do you
Sunday
feel
is
about
pretty
being
well,
pre-warned?
thank you. Oh, Fitterman, you got a 3-stream streak going. Yee.
I'd say
Perhaps tables.
I don't absolutely detest them, but I will tolerate them.
Okay.
Because we all know this, because we all know the story of knights slaying dragons. Who do you think the dragons were?
Oh, I like that. I will poke at that at a later date. That is a lovely gem you give me. Okay. Anyway, we were bringing the focus back to Iris and Gazelle. Gazelle,
Yeah.
you're looking at a human being. What do you do? Why are you asking? It's like, I'm just gonna put something out there for you. You know that Axel, the leader of the militia, fucking hates humans. It's like he is very much of the attitude of like, we were slaves, they tortured me. It's like that. Y'all are so lucky you don't have to deal with that. Never again, never again. I will destroy all humans. Make sure that they can never enslave us again. How does that translate to you? How does that affect you? It's like I know that you led a war against them. How do you feel about humans?
Food.
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 And a very rare commodity at that.
Oh.
Well,
Basically
shit,
the
I have to write
lowest
that
of
down,
low.
don't I? I'm trying to remember what the name of the person was at the bar last session because it's been a month and
Which
I've
person?
forgotten.
Which person?
The follower, one of Liz' followers, the one who was sick and coughing.
Oh,
Chef. That was his name, Chef.
Chef.
Is that the one who died?
Not yet.
No, the one who died was not Yenma. It was Dustwitch. Dustwitch got his brains painted out. Yenma ran off with Keeler and Colonel.
Okay.
So yeah, you see Chef still leaning against the counter, which is weird, really, because at this point there's been a gunfight in here. A lot of the patrons have gone. You kind of run off screaming. It's like there's still there's probably someone still running the bar. Folger, who do you leave
Yes.
to run the bar in your absence?
Please say chef. Please say chef.
What?
I want to be a chef.
You know what? You know
Things.
you have things. I'm gonna need that thing. Like he can stay there and heal up, but there has to be something.
That is an
Uh,
honest question though. It's like, is the bar a one man thing, or do you have staff?
It's
or-
not. It's not a one man thing. We do have staff, as I'm usually running the bar.
Are they all
Who do you think
chieftains,
served?
or are they like separate people who just live in chieftain territory?
They're mostly chieftain, but we do take in people if they're willing to work for it.
Okay, give me names. It's like three people. What do they do? What are their names? Who's in charge?
Gotcha. Well, let me just pull up my documents.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
All right. So, for the staff members, God damn it. For staff members, we have
Oh, neat.
Tom.
All right, Tom. What's Tom do?
Tom is mainly our main chef who works in the kitchen. He makes sure he cooks the food, make sure they're prepared on time.
Are we talking like fry cook or Michelin chef kind of thing?
Huh?
Okay.
Are we talking more like fry cook, line cook kind of thing, or like main
Yeah.
Michelin chef kind of thing?
He's just like mostly a line cook, like a line cook, because like we're mainly like previously said, we're mainly known for our liquor. Our food is
Right.
like moderate,
You would.
so
Okay.
but we'll get it out to you fast.
you know, the classic roadkill specialist kind of chef.
Yeah, he
All
knows
right.
how to take like random roadkill and turn it into some.
Okay,
Something
so like
delicious.
slap burgers and fries kind of thing.
Yep.
All
A
right.
little. 5M? I don't think
Is-
I've
is he the only one?
I've never heard of that one.
It's you run the bar, you run the cook. Who's running the cage fight?
The cage fight is left to
Yeah, new stream layout. What do you think? You like it?
fuck it, Serengeti.
Yay. GTA 5. You know, honestly, I don't play
Okay.
GTA, so at least
Fuck it, I like that.
Okay.
Serengeti the giraffe.
Yes, he is indeed a giraffe. That's also the cage fight somehow. It just says I view of who's behaving.
All right, so Gazelle, you come in the bar. Serengeti pokes his head up from the floor, kind of says, "Sorry about the mess. We'll, take a seat. We'll be right with you." You see Chef at the bar, kind of coughing. He's got a bloody spot on the counter in front of him. What do you do?
I still have my little posse with me, right? That I got from Axel.
I'm about to drop the posse off at Snow's bar, at Snow's clinic, to basically keep her safe.
there's a lot of information there.
If I did, I did. All right, that's fine then.
So above me is the
forget
map
about
of the
last
world.
one. Is the corpse still?
Um,
I mean, it's
and then
it's
to
only
the
15 minutes to
right
this time,
is
so unless Folger says that Tom and Serengeti have been, actually, screw it. Do you have a policy
cool.
on bodies? Is there an actual cleanup effort for that, or?
There is actual cleanup for the bodies.
Is it that you shove them in the food supply in the locker, or what do you do with them?
Do we really want to know? I don't know if we want to know. No, not really. I don't really want to know.
I'm gonna go into some medieval shit.
Are we gonna go all Sweeney Todd over here?
We've been
That's what I
Sweeney
was
Todd. We have a
thinking.
cannibal
We've
in
been
French. What are
Sweeney
you
Todd.
talking about?
That's fair. That's fair.
But we do usually. What is it? But we do for the bodies we do either dispose of them, or if we see like cannibals, hey, if we can make money off of it, we'll make money off of it.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. We're gonna chase down that too.
But if somebody wants the body, they will still have to pay for the body.
Sorry. I would have made some good money with, or a good rep with Axel if I brought that back.
No. Hey, there's the follow. It worked. Thank you very much for the follow.
True.
Yee.
And I will say, like, we the players get squeamish about that, but also this is the post-apocalypse. Is like given the militia buddies are the main source of meat in this city. Food is scarce. It's like you're not going down to the bar to get like potato chips. There's no manufacturing there. Like good high quality food is scarce. The Wing Flame is a valuable place. And that's one of the few places that actually has like produce and shit like that.
That's fair.
Don't worry, the majority of the food isn't just dead fighters.
Okay. I will also say
Yeah,
at this
probably.
point that at my table, I do believe in everyone being able to red card things. Like if this is genuinely making people uncomfortable, we can retcon it.
Yeah.
This doesn't have to be things. Like
Or
we're all
I
playing
can
make believe
think
for
of, like,
fun, so
different
We could tone back the cannibalism if people don't like it.
It's fine. I guess it's technically not cannibalism. I mean, if you think about it, we are a bunch of different animals that are fighting. So
Exactly.
it's not.
Yeah.
And I'm not even human, so we're fine.
Oh,
These
I don't
are
think
my
any
kind
of
of
us is.
people here.
because
All right,
You,
so
you
yeah,
should put a new slogan on the bar.
The-
90% of food is not former patrons.
I love it.
All right, just
90%? That seems a bit high.
Oh. It's because I'm still working on that redeem. I need to turn it
All
off.
right,
Yeah.
We
yeah.
got a shipment in. Yeah.
All right, Gazelle, you see Tom kind of the body's no longer on the floor. You can see kind of this strip. What's the word? Not like a skid mark, but like a where it's like the blood has been pulled across the floor, where he's dragged the body into. You hope it's not the larder, but into like a back room somewhere.
Oh,
See him kind of
jeez.
emptying out the ice chest onto it. So, what do you do with Chef Gazelle? It's like you asked about it. What you see a human here? What are you gonna do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
disabled it.
Chef is dead, right? Or is he dying?
Chef is like not dead or dying, but he's pretty obviously sick. He is in rough shape. You can see he's got blood dribbling down his nose where he's been coughing and sneezing. It's like he is in rough shape. It's like if it's like he's like you could knock him over with a feather. Which are the new Raven Channel rewards? How about that? Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
What?
I was making a bad joke.
Oh.
As I sip on my wine.
I love the new icon.
What the?
It makes me happy.
Well, since
I
it's
don't know why
paid
that's.
for the body. I guess we'll just leave it where it be.
Well, Chef is not dead. Chef is not dead. Chef is there. He is
He's
sick.
not dead.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we're not talking about Chef. I'm talking about the other body that was there.
Oh,
Oh.
Hmm.
the other body isn't human, so
Oh, then it's no use to me. Well, I guess before I leave, I'll get some of the liquor from the barkeep that's there, so that my militia will be a little bit happy once we enter the towers.
okay. Are you buying it? You just swiping it? Because I mean, you have Tom distracted. He's in the back room, but it's like you got other patrons there who are kind of watching you.
I think I would just leave money and pay for it respectfully.
Okay.
So I will
Let me go
lose
back. What did we
one
say
barter.
money was in this thing? It's been a month. I forgot about that.
Wasn't it barter?
Yeah, it's more barter.
It was bartering.
Yeah, goods
Take
made
the
from
money.
creatures trained in the wild, pieces of old equipment, currency backed by the local mob, tradable for favors and food. So you leave some chieftain script on the table, I guess?
Yes, I do.
All right, fantastic. So, you've got some booze for the mob. Could be useful if you need to, like, cauterize a wound kind of thing. I mean, don't actually do that in real life. That's terrible. It's very unhygienic. What preparations do you make before you go to the Lichdoros Tower? You and Iris.
Nothing. Hey. Thank you very much for the
Is
5
anybody going
biddies.
to ask for help? Any special gear you need to make? What are you doing? Like you're basically walking into a radiation zone. So what are you doing to avoid that?
Bonjour.
I would probably try to reinforce like the armor and probably make like a couple of face masks for me and my militia buddies, so that way we could at least repel some of the radiation, you know, absorbing into us and breathing in the toxic chemicals.
Okay.
It turned the freaking frogs gay.
They did. We had to wipe out the frogs.
We like to get frogs.
Funny buttons are not currently enabled. No.
So,
And then-
Sorry.
Before I leave the bar, I would like to use my lost ability.
oh, all right. Yeah, you are a Skinner. Could you read the text of that for me, please?
When you whisper someone's name to the world's psychic maelstrom, roll plus weird. On a hit, they come to you with or without any clear explanation why. On a 10 plus, take +1 forward against them. On a miss, the MC will ask you 3 questions. Answer them truthfully.
Okay, that is.
I currently have them
fascinating
turned
to me.
off just because you can't really see them
So,
in use.
Let's do this.
But also,
Go ahead and roll plus
Ye-
weird and tell me
it
what does it look like to whisper someone's name to Psychic Maelstrom? Because like the Psychic Maelstrom is a physical thing. It's full of ghosts. What are you doing? How are you doing this?
Better than me. Hopefully.
So the way that us fluffy beans have learned to connect to the psychic maelstrom is to offer a small portion of our blood and kind of go into a corner and just start whispering the one's name that we wanted to come towards us or invoke some kind of action on.
Okay, I love that. That is super cool.
we're gonna skip that one.
Okay. Let me think what this looks like. So, do you say it's a blood sacrifice? Does the blood have to be fresh? It's like, are you like slicing a hand right now? Or do you have a vial of your own blood that you've done beforehand? What does it look like?
It works better when it's fresh, but you can use like other.
Hi
blood
Neptune.
necessarily
Yes,
to
all you
make
have to do is exclamation point SR and then
Like a
post
death
the link to
sacrifice
the video.
Or, you could use some
It has to be a YouTube video, but yes, you can do song requests.
Okay, you got a sword, right?
Yes, ornate sword.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you kind of pull your sword out, you put your hand across the blade, draw it all the way down, feeling that slice down. Kind of
Oof.
squeeze out the blood on the floor. People are looking at you like, what the fuck is this shithead doing? It's like you kind of stare at that. You start whispering. You kind of look at that.
I'm not
you see
sure.
that the blood is starting to get lapped up, like it's just disappearing into the air. You can see that the blood is kind of like floating up and holding a form. You're making kind of like this kind of unseen servant, like kind of thing, or maybe actually take it back.
Nice.
You're not making a servant. It's like a ghost is feeding on your blood and using that to take form. Who are you sending this to?
Chief.
Like the head of the chieftains.
No, sorry, chef, I meant.
Okay. I can do this. I feel like I'd be obligated to point out Chef is still in the bar.
I know, I was
Weird.
gonna do this while I was leaving the bar, so that way he would come to me.
Okay. Go ahead,
Oh,
weird.
wrong YouTube. Okay.
Let's do this, please.
Yeah, I guess main YouTube then.
That's a miss.
Okay, what'd you get?
That's a 1.
Okay, 1 and your weird is +2.
Yeah.
Is your weird highlighted? If so, go ahead and mark experience.
It is.
Okay. So, on a miss, the MC will ask you 3 questions. Answer them truthfully. Oh, this is the fun bit of the game. This is where I get to fuck around.
Uh-oh.
So,
You fucked around there. You're gonna find out now.
Yep. I tried to be a little shit, and now I pay for it.
okay. So, I think my first question is going to be, what do you regret most about the war with the humans?
That I can't remember who my parents were.
How is that related to the humans? Please expand on that.
Because I was one of the humans' experiments, born in captivity. Never truly knew who I was came from. Just in another litter of experiment pups in a cage, tossed together like nothing. Never knowing true
fuck
family.
me, that is right. I love that.
Uh-oh.
So you're saying that you and Axel were both experimented on by the Lich Lord and his followers, right?
That's right.
Oh, I fucking love this.
Batman.
Batman.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that the DM is loving that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like Batman. That is fun.
Cannibal Batman.
I like this song.
Now I'm imagining Batman has this tragic death of his parents, and then he turns around and cuts them. Not great. Not great image.
Okay, so that's question one. What? I got two more questions. What do I want to do with them? Sorry, you've gifted me an opportunity on a platter, and I don't know what to do with them.
You're welcome.
Shut up.
It's like you already. It's like these answers. You can kind of see these memories being drawn into the ghost instead of what you want. It's like you've opened the blood. It's like you can feel these memories just kind of like flowing through this link into this ghost. I'm sorry for taking so long on this question. It's like I feel the pressure of wanting to do something really cool with this.
Uh-oh.
Go for it. As I pull more of mine.
I fully support make crazy shit happen.
Make the crazy shit happen. Let's go.
Batman.
What would you give to become the Lich Lord? Like, if you could go back in time and become the Lich Lord, what would you give?
Oh, I would give anything. I wouldn't
Anything,
let
huh?
anybody stand in my way if that kind of power was available to me. There would be nothing that I would let stop me from obtaining that. Power of creation, the power of death itself. Just
Sell your soul, sell your humanity. Wait,
exactly.
you're an animal.
Okay. Still thinking here. This is an interesting moment. I love this move. It is just so much fun. I think I know. What was the name of the friend you killed to make your skin suit? Like, tell me the story there.
Oh, jeez.
Is this a, or rather, maybe not even a friend, but like I'm assuming they're a friend. It's like there has to be a personal meaning there. Is your skin suit made of someone you like, one of the people who researched on you? Is it a friend who betrayed you? What made you say, I'm going to take this person and fuck him and make it into a suit? I'm going to wear this person's skin on my body.
The story behind my suit is one of hardship. It was right after I gained sentience with all my other fluffy beans, and we were just starting to really gain a semblance of who we were. Very little survivors of the tower's collapse were left standing. Whatever scientists and experimenters who did do those horrible things were mostly wiped out in the crash. But as we were making our escape from the fallen debris, I stumbled upon one trapped, helpless, seemed to be dying scientist. And I looked at him in the eyes, and I knew that this person tormented my brothers and sisters for years with no remorse or care for our well-being. So, in a blind rage, I just butchered them and donned their flesh to always show my brothers that we can overcome the human menace, thus starting the war between us and the humans.
Oh shit! So that was the inciting incident.
Indeed.
Fucking wild! Holy shit! Okay. Because my understanding of the war was that, like, the humans started it. They did the atrocity first, which, like, I mean, I guess it could be, but it's like, you're saying that this was, like, right after the tower fell, like, right after the apocalypse. You said, oh, hey, here's this guy, fuck the humans, and you started like, a war of extermination kind of thing.
Yeah. Indeed.
Fucking
We went through so many
bullshit.
years
Oh,
of torment in that tower. We just couldn't stand for it anymore.
The Soviet national anthem.
all right, I fucking love this question. I love this game. Give me a second to actually write all this down because
Oh, okay.
Okay. What a good whiff.
I like it. I like it.
So, I hope you don't mind if I ask just one more question, unrelated to this thing. You see the ghost kind of floating off. People watch this bloated cloud of blood kind of drooping through the door, drooping through the wall,
Oh,
kind of
jeez.
splattering and making a mess. What? You said you were a diplomat. Was that an affectation, or is that a genuine thing? Like, was there an attempt there, or was it just the extermination?
There was an attempt, but in that one moment, it changed everything.
All right, fantastic. That's fantastic. I love this. Okay, so yeah, you feel yourself kind of going lightheaded for the amount of blood you lost just there, just that this ghost kind of sucking and devouring it. So you leave the bar. You're getting prepared to go to the Lich Lords. Iris, we have a seat for you. You've had your wonderful meal. Are there any other preparations you'd like to make? Any other help you'd like to ask for?
Well, I see that, Zachary's character, I'm blanking on the name, is Gazelle, is getting like all this radiation gear and everything, and so I'm scrounging up more protective coverings, just trying to cover myself a little bit more to help prevent from the radiation.
Okay.
Let
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How well is this magical radiation understood? Is there like magical rad suits from the old days before the apocalypse, or is there something that you guys have put together that works, that maybe doesn't work? Is this like superstition? What does this look like?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I would think that we use the radiation suits that were pre-war, pre-everything, that because that's kind of the just what has been expected that you should do. It's like if you're going to a radiation area that you should wear this gear. No one knows if it really protects you. It's just something that you do. If that makes sense.
Okay. I think that kind of makes sense. So, if I understand this correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, like you guys don't know whether these things actually work. They're like these suits that that you found somewhere in the city. Like they look like they'd be effective. They look like they're nice and thick. They're like yellow plastic kind of thing, like yellow lead line things.
Oh, kind of like Lethal Company suits, almost.
Lethal Company suits. All right, yeah. So, follow-up question. These things are pretty darn rare. It's like they're like research suits. Who has them? It's like, is this someone else that you're stealing them from? Is like this? Is this a? How are you getting these suits? And who from? I mean,
I would imagine that we're getting them from the same place that Gazelle got their skin suit, because it was a research facility, so they would have stuff like that.
all right. So let me just make sure I understand this correctly. I'm just going to repeat that back.
Yeah,
Like the fluffy beans
we got that hydrate.
were created, I'm going to say, in the Lich Lord's tower, right? Like they were experimented on. Most of them are not pre-wars. Like the rare exception is Gazelle and Axel, who were like experimented on before the war. Most of them didn't gain sentience until like after the apocalypse. Gazelle and Axel are like brothers who gained sentience beforehand from the experiments. Most of them gained sentience afterwards when the tower fell into the Holy Zoo. Magical radiation, FEV, all that good shit.
Oh, you cheated.
And so most of that research facility is like scattered probably in the Fluffy Bean compound, because I imagine they just built something right where they landed. So you're basically getting that from Axel, is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I like that. I'm trying to debate whether Gazelle would make you pay for this. I don't think he would, just because he knows that you're going into the tower, because you're saving his guy.
Mm-hmm. As well as getting him the cure, or at least information on how to do the cure.
Yeah, okay.
Iris friend,
So-
me no charge.
I mean, I wouldn't count on that on either friend or no charge, but yeah, okay. So at this point, you're going to need to go back to the militia buddies. Now, the good news is that that the chieftain's territory shares a border with the militia buddies, so you're not going to have to cross through the center of the city. You're not going to have to cross through the Corvid's territory. You just kind of go through a back alley, wing frame here, go through here. They have a nice compound here. Okay, so y'all get suited out. You have a nice meal. Gazelle summons a ghost that eats his blood.
Fun.
Sorry, I am trying to juggle two things at once right now, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. Okay.
You're fine.
So.
I know that feeling.
All right. So you let's go ahead.
Would you like to take a 2 or 3 minute break? That way, if we need to use the bathroom, we can.
Probably a good idea. Yes.
Okay. So why don't we go ahead and do that? We'll take a 2 or 3 minute break. I'll go ahead and put my B-Ride